Hey everyone, I'm Jason, and this is your commentary on Numbers chapter 1. Numbers is one of my favorite books out of the entire Bible. It talks about God's protection, His promises, and His patience for the people. It starts with them leaving Mount Sinai after they've been given the Ten Commandments and the law, and He leads the Israelites to the Promised Land just outside. But they don't trust Him. They keep disobeying. So God is patient with them, but He's also righteous, and His anger is just. And so He disciplines the people. He punishes them for their sin and their disobedience. They spend 40 years in the wilderness, and the generation that would not trust God to go into the Promised Land originally, they die in the wilderness. And so we are left right before Joshua rises up to take over for Moses to lead the next generation into the Promised Land. Numbers is a great book, but it does have a bit of a bad rep. And that's because, one, it's called Numbers, and it's hard for people to understand what that means. It's a census of the people, twice, once in the beginning of the book and once towards the end, where God counts the people. He lists them by name. This is a wonderful thing. Although it can be a bit repetitious, it can be a little bit boring for some people, it is essential that God does this, because this is not some fantasy book. In a fantasy book, they would mention generically the people. They wouldn't list them out name by name. They wouldn't count every single individual in a fantasy book. But God does it here, because this is historical narrative. It is true. God knew every single one of these people by name. He counted every single one of them. And in the same way, we are just as important to God as the Israelites were. God knows us by name, and He counts us one by one. None of us are going to be lost in God's sight. And that's what makes it, although a little bit boring to get through, a little bit difficult, absolutely essential that it's in the Bible, because it gives us our hope as well. For the first chapter, it goes over the census, so I'm going to read through all the names of the people. I'm a trained professional, and it's still not easy for me. So if you think that you could do any better, by all means, go ahead. Try and record yourself saying the names of the people here. In the end, it doesn't matter how well we can pronounce their names. God knows their names, and that's what matters. But I will definitely do my best to try to do it justice. Numbers chapter 1. The Lord spoke to Moses in the tent of meeting. It happened in the desert of Sinai. The Lord spoke to him on the first day of the second month. It was the second year after the Israelites came out of Egypt. The Lord said, "Count all the men of Israel. Make a list of them by their tribes and families. List every man by name. List them one by one. Count all the men able to serve in the army. They must be 20 years old or more. I want you and Aaron to make a list of them group by group. One man from each tribe must help you. Those who help must be the heads of their families. Here are the names of the men who must help you. From the tribe of Reuben will come Elizur, the son of Shadir. From the tribe of Simeon will come Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. From the tribe of Judah will come Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. From the tribe of Issachar will come Nathaniel, the son of Zor. From the tribe of Zebulun will come Eliab, the son of Helon. From the tribe of Ephraim will come Elishama, the son of Ammihud. From the tribe of Manasseh will come Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur. Ephraim and Manasseh are Joseph's two sons. From the tribe of Benjamin will come Abidan, the son of Gideoni. From the tribe of Dan will come Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. From the tribe of Asher will come Pagiel, the son of Ochran. From the tribe of Gad will come Elisaph, the son of Deuel. From the tribe of Naphtali will come Ahara, the son of Enan. These were the men appointed from the community. They were the leaders of the tribes of their people. They were the heads of the major families in Israel. Here we see 12 tribes. But we don't see the 12 sons of Jacob, who became known as Israel. We actually see 11 of them, But Joseph is represented twice, once through Ephraim and once through Manasseh, and that's because of the double blessing that went to Joseph. The one we don't see is Levi, and that's because God is trying to do a census of the people. He's counting them for the purpose of the army. But the Levites were not supposed to serve in the army. They were supposed to serve in the holy tent, and so they will be counted, but they're not counted here. Moses and Aaron went and got the men whose names had been given to them. Then Moses and Aaron gathered all the men of Israel together. It was the first day of the 2nd month. The people wrote down the tribe and family they belonged to. The men 20 years old or more were listed by name. They were listed one by one. Everything was done just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So Moses counted them in the desert of Sinai. We're about to see Moses doing the count of each tribe, and he's going to give the exact number for them. This part's a little bit repetitious. The reason for it, though, is because, like any legal document, you have to clearly state each time how it applies to each of the different tribes. And so you're going to see a pattern here. The pattern is actually very important because it means that God is consistent in how he's dealing with all of them. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Reuben. He is Israel's oldest son. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed one by one. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Reuben was 46,500. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Simeon. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed one by one. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Simeon was 59,300. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Gad. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Gad was 45,650. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Judah. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Judah was 74,600. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Issachar. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Issachar was 54,400. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Zebulun. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They are 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number for the tribe of Zebulun was 57,400. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Ephraim. He is the son of Joseph. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They are 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Ephraim was 40,500. Here is the number of men from the tribe of Manasseh. He is the son of Joseph. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Manasseh was 32,200. Here is the number of men from the tribe of Benjamin. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Benjamin was 35,400. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Dan. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They are 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Dan was 62,700. Here is the number of the men from the tribe of Asher. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Asher was 41,500. Here's the number of men from the tribe of Naphtali. All the men able to serve in the army were counted. They were 20 years old or more. They were listed by name. They were listed according to the records of their tribes and families. The number from the tribe of Naphthali was 53,400. These were the men counted by Moses and Aaron. The 12 leaders of Israel helped them. There was one leader from each tribe. The men who were counted were able to serve in Israel's army. All of them were 20 years old or more. They were counted family by family. The total number of men was 603,550. But the families of the tribe of Levi were not counted along with the others. The Lord had spoken to Moses. He had said, "You must not count the men from the tribe of Levi. Do not include them when you list the other men of Israel. Instead, put the Levites in charge of the holy tent. That is where the tablets of the covenant law are kept. The Levites will be in charge of everything that belongs to the holy tent. They must carry the tent and everything that belongs to it. They must take care of it. They must set up camp around it. When the holy tent must be moved, the Levites must take it down. And when the tent must be set up, the Levites must do it. Anyone else who approaches it must be put to death. The Israelites must set up their tents by military groups. All of them must be in their own camps under their own flags. But the Levites must set up their tents around the holy tent. That's where the tablets of the covenant law are kept. Then I will not be angry with the community of Israel. The Levites will be responsible for taking care of the tent. The Israelites did everything just as the Lord had commanded Moses." So the very beginning, we see God's about to move the Israelites, and they are a huge army, over 600,000 of men who are able to serve in the military. That means that there's well over 1 million people all together with the Israelites. That is a devastating army that's going to march from Mount Sinai all the way up to the Promised Land. And the people should have trusted in God, in His power to begin with. That's it for our commentary on Numbers chapter 1. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.